What's up, YouTube? Tech Review Guru here. For today's review, I'm going to do the Samsung SSD 500GB drive. Today, I figured today, since I'm doing a upgrade on my personal laptop, that I would give a review for those who are unsure about which product they're going to buy, if they're even considering an SSD drive, if this is something that they've thought of before in the past, or they're just unsure or don't know what it is. This specific drive is supposed to be 10 times, up to 10 times faster than a typical hard drive. There's no moving components in it, unlike the regular hard drives that come in your laptops, especially older ones. I see newer ones now are coming out with these SSD drives, but older ones especially have they all have hard drives in them, regular typical hard drives with moving components. This is supposed to be just no comparison, no contest whatsoever between the two products. And today I'm hoping that during my installation, which I will be taping, you guys will get to see the actual difference between the two products versus the stock hard drive and the upgrade to the Samsung SSD drive. This specific drive is supposed to be rated one of the #1 SSD drives that are available currently to the public. I'm hoping that it's going to live up to what they say it is, and today we're going to find that out. So stick around. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know if you guys like this review. If it's something that you guys found worthwhile, let me know. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'm hoping that this is going to help those who are just unsure and indecisive on purchasing the product. So here's the Samsung SSD drive again. I'm just going to do the unboxing of it since since I haven't opened it yet, and I don't know if everyone else has seen what the device looks like, but it'll give everybody an opportunity to see what it looks like before I install it. Oh, simple packaging, not a whole lot to it doesn't seem like. Alright, so here is the SSD drive. Let's see if I can give you guys a little bit better of a view. Comes with a installation CD, owner's manual, installation guide. Actually, this is a warranty manual. Alright, so that's that. Also, I bought this Insignia hard drive enclosure. This is for myself to transfer all of my data off of my laptop from the old drive onto the SATA drive. Onto the SSD drive. That way, I don't have to worry about reinstalling operating system and reinstalling all my software. Also, the nice thing is once I install the SSD drive into my laptop, I will then be able to just create an external hard drive from my original hard drive out of my laptop for whatever purposes I feel like using it for, whether it be movies, music, or just a backup drive in general. Alright guys, I'm booting up the laptop right now. Just kind of giving you guys a general idea of, how long it takes for the actual system to boot up. I have no idea how much faster this SSD drive is actually going to be. But, with this in mind, this will at least give us all a good comparison of the speed of the operating system and the actual device itself. Alright guys, so here's the boot up of my device right now. As you can see, it's, taking its time. You can see there's still things loading here on the cursor. This is unedited. I'm hoping that, you guys will get a noticeable difference though with the SSD once we have it installed and ready to go. Again, this is on the standard hard drive that comes installed on the actual laptop. Alright guys, I'm going to install the solid state drive here into the hard disk drive enclosure. What this is going to allow me to do is basically just hook this solid state drive up to my computer or my laptop via USB and transfer all of my data from my old drive to the solid state drive, so that way I don't lose out on any of my software or any of my files or anything like that, including my operating system. Kind of just makes it a little bit easier for the conversion. All right, so let me get this opened up. You can get one of these devices, just the enclosures, for about $30 at Best Buy. I'm sure you can even find them cheaper on Amazon. I think I've seen them on there for the price of around $10 to $20. You can't, just so you guys can see the SSD drive out of the box. It's very small, very thin, incredibly light, and it's 500 gigs, like I said earlier. All right, we're all plugged in, and as you can see here, this wire is designed to connect into the SSD drive, or the enclosure I should say, like so. And then we have just a standard USB plug that's going to go into the laptop. Alright guys, before installing anything onto the SSD, you're going to want to make sure that your hard drive that you currently have on your laptop is, pretty much just cleaned up. You don't have any junk files on there, and we're going to prep it basically prior to cloning it to the new SSD drive. So first things first, I'm going to just kind of give you guys a quick little guideline of what I did, and I'll also provide the link to the website that I used as my guideline to basically make sure that I did everything step by step in proper order, and to make sure I didn't miss out on anything. So first of all, you guys want to do is make sure you clean out any of the junk that you have in your laptop. I use CCleaner right here. If you guys can see it, it looks like a broom, large capital C in red. I just ran that. They have a free trial version. They also have a free version. I took the free trial version. It's a one-time run for me, so why not? What I did was I did an analyze, and then I ran the cleaner. Upon running the cleaner, it just basically gets rid of any junk files that you have on your device. I'm just going to run it again real quick just to show you guys. There's probably not going to be much that pulls up on it, but you got a few cached files, some temporary files. So it just shows right here. It'll show you the files that were deleted, just any junk that you have. And from there, I downloaded a software called Ease US To Do Backup. What this is going to be the software that we're going to use to clone the current hard drive to the SSD drive. Also, what you guys will need to do is you're going to need to hook up your SSD drive to your laptop via the USB cable that comes included. Once you have it hooked up, you're going to want to open up your disk management tool. So you can go down into your search bar. This is Windows 10 I'm using, and just search disk management. Right there, you're going to want to click on the create and format hard disk partitions, which, as you can see here, that's what it will pop up. It's your disk management tool. And if you guys have a standard hard drive in here, you're going to want to go to your C drive right here. As you can see, that's my C drive, which is right there. Let me try to clear that up for you. And you're going to want to right click that. You're going to want to go down to shrink volume, which I've already done, so I'm not going to click on it again. And actually, I'll click on it for you guys so you can see what we got going on here. Mine has 0 space because I already shrank it. You're going to have a set of numbers here that's going to pop up and it's going to tell you how much is available to shrink. Just leave it as it is. You don't need to adjust anything. There's no editing you're going to need to do. You're just going to simply click on shrink. Allow it to do its job. It'll take just a short period of time, probably not a whole lot. Mine only took about 3 minutes. And then from there, you're going to have basically what it does is just it's going to compact your operating system files and everything else that you need. So when you switch it over to your SSD drive, it's just an easier process. And what's going to happen is once it's switched over, it's going to expand everything back to how it should be. So nothing's going to get damaged. You're not going to lose anything. Everything's just going to run smoothly. From there, I recommend everyone to restart their computer before doing the cloning. The reason I say that is you just want to make sure that the computer operating system is running fine, you're not having any issues, and just everything is running smoothly before you make this transition. So from there, that's what I'm going to do right now. And then once we get booted back up, I will show you guys the process of switching the hard drive information over to the SSD. So I ran into a small problem. I was originally going to clone, and the device was not showing up as another drive. So what I figured out was that I needed to go to the disk management again. And this is just for anybody that runs into that problem. I don't want you guys to be stuck left in the dust, not knowing what to do, like myself was. So I went down here. I noticed that the disk 1 and disk 0 was here. Everything was available, but nothing was popping up through the cloning. So what I did was I right-clicked down here on the disk 1. I went to Properties, and from there I went to the driver. I'm sorry, I went to Policies. I went to the removal policy. Originally, the quick removal was highlighted right here. That was making the device unwritable. You have to make sure that the better performance is what's checked off. Most of you guys may know that, some may not. I was one of them that unfortunately did not know that. Okay, so we're going to click OK, and now I'm going to exit out of here, and now the device should be able to be found under the clone, which it is. So now it's got its own label. So we're going to highlight these three. We're going to click Next. And up here, as you can see, there's a target. We have nothing under the target yet. The source is disk 0, which is the hard drive that is in the laptop. We're going to make the target disk 1. That is the new SSD drive. And from there, you guys want to go down and click on Optimize for SSD. You guys do not have to click on sector by sector clone. It is not needed. If you guys want to, you can, but it is not needed. It's not recommended by the ECUs, and it's also not recommended on the site that I used to learn this process. From there, you're just going to follow it step by step. We're going to click Next. Make sure everything is all set to go. So we have the Acer, which is my laptop, and B is going to be the new Acer hard drive, which is our target. We're going to click on Proceed. And you guys can ignore this. The data of the destination disk will be lost. Do you want to continue? If this is a brand new SSD drive or hard drive even that you're switching to, it doesn't matter. It's an empty disk. There's nothing on there to worry about being lost. It's just a warning. So for those of you that are using a brand new SSD drive like I am, you just click OK and let it do its job. There's going to be an estimated time remaining. As soon as that pops up, alright guys, just a heads up, I just now got some progress here. It's been 1 minute and 50 seconds. It's telling me I got about just a little under 5 minutes. Actually, I think the time clock there is still adjusting. But I also have very little on my hard drive right now. For those of you that got quite a bit of information, programs, photos, etc. on your hard drive, I've heard of it being in the upwards of 45 plus minutes, just depending on how much you have on there. So just be patient, allow it to do its job. If you got to go walk away for a little while and find something else to do in the meantime, it's not a bad idea. You guys can also set it up to shut down the computer when the operation is completed, which I'm actually going to do. And I'll see you guys back once everything is completed. Alright guys, I'm going to remove the battery here. Just for extra safety precautions. Charger's already unplugged. We're going to remove 2 screws. For my specific laptop, I need just a small Phillips. Alright guys, remember everybody's laptop is different. Nobody's is guaranteed to be the same unless you just so happen to have an Ace or Aspire like mine. I just got a small pry tool here to just get underneath this panel and to access the hard drive. From there we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 screws to remove. So we're going to start off by removing all 6 screws. Also, for anybody that is just trying to do a quick and easy upgrade on their laptops, your memory is another great tool. Your RAM, I guess would be easier for some people to say, is a great thing to upgrade. It'll help speed up the performance of your computer, and it'll make it quite noticeable. If you're going from 2 gigs to 4 gigs or 4 gigs to 8 gigs, you'll notice a difference. I recommend at least going to 8 gigs. If your computer will allow you to go to 16, even better. But the biggest upgrade that you guys could have on your laptop at this point right now will be a standard hard drive upgraded to a SSD. So we're going to just pull this cover off here, like so. Here we have a Toshiba standard 500 gigabyte drive. Alright, this has no cables. This is just going to be slid back here like so. I'm going to just pop this out. Like I said, it's just a standard hard drive. We're going to set this off to the side here, and we're going to now remove the SSD drive out of the casing, the enclosure, and install it on the laptop. Again, just removing these 2 screws. Just to be extra careful though, you don't want to accidentally break it off or damage it in the process. And as you see, there are 2 sets of pins. They're divided. It's going to be the same on the laptop. So we're just going to lay this down here. I think I had it wrong. There we go. Alright. And it's just going to be an easy connection. I'm gonna bolt all this back up, and then we're gonna get it powered on. Alright guys, we're gonna boot it back up. The SSD drive is installed. We're gonna see how much quicker it boots up. As you guys can see, it boots up quite quickly now. There you guys have it. SSD drive installation is a much better upgrade. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are.